Hello, my name's Andrew, and in this video we're going to be talking about the two most popular tread types from Vivo Barefoot, the firm ground and the soft ground, aka FG and SG. So I'm going to break this video down into three parts. We're going to talk about the differences between them, the types of terrain that they're good for, and if you can only have one shoe, you don't want to buy two shoes, how do you choose which one to go with? So let me just say before we get into it that even though we're talking about Vivo Barefoot, actually a lot of brands have these type of firm ground and soft ground soles. So it's really helpful to know what they look like because Vivo makes it easy. They just say FG and SG, so you know what they're talking about. But yeah, let's take a look at the firm ground sole. So the way that you can tell a firm ground sole is that the lugs here are really close together. You see how there's not that much space here? And the lugs themselves are kind of more flat and they have more surface area. And that's because when you're on harder terrain and you're going across like sharp rocks and rough abrasive type of terrain, gravel, etc., it's really gonna chew up the shoe. You know, it's gonna create a lot of friction on the shoe, so you want a lot more surface area, a little bit of a harder feel. But then if you're on softer ground, a soft ground tread is gonna look more like this. It has more space in between the lugs here, and the lugs look more like claws because when you're going up and down like muddy hills, for example, you really need something that can dig into that soft, unstable terrain. So yeah, that's what the treads look like. And in terms of what you would use them for the firm ground, like you're gonna be on gravel, you can take these on roads, you can go on like dry, hard packed dirt, like if you're in, I don't know, Arizona or Utah, or it's the middle of summer and it hasn't rained. This kind of tread's really good for that. And then for the soft ground, this is perfect for like right now in New York where I am because it's like slushy and snowy. And this stuff digs really nicely into ice and snow, slush, any kind of like watery, muddy, steep, slippery hills where you really need something that can bite into that slippery type, wet, yucky, disgusting stuff. But if you don't want to buy two shoes and you're like, which one should I go with? It's kind of a matter of like 50-50 or the percentage. Like what percentage of your running or your hiking is going to be wet versus dry? And when you think about that, then it'll kind of tell you which shoe you need to go with. And the truth is that actually both of these can work for either scenario. It's just that they're not going to be quite as good. So like the firm ground is going to do really well on dry, hard packed type, you know, rocks, dirt, and then it can handle some hills. You know, it's got a little bit of space in there where it can handle some wet hills. But yeah, I mean, you primarily want to be on firm ground, maybe 60% of the time at least. And then with the soft ground tread, like you can go on roads with this, it'll just wear down a little bit faster. I actually think that these, the Magna Light actually feel really good on roads. Sometimes I like soft ground treads on roads because it almost gives you a little more padding, you know what I mean? Because it's softer, a little bit more flexible. You know, it's just gonna create more abrasion. So you don't wanna be on roads and rocks like, you know, 60 to 80% of the time if you're in a soft ground shoe. So yeah. Those are my thoughts. It can be kind of tricky to decide sometimes because you might be on a lot of different types of terrain. So if you have a question about that and you're like, I don't know which type of tread to go with, just let me know in the comments. And if you want to check out different types of shoes and treads, you can take a look at my website, barefootwear.org, and I'm going to put links down below with lists for different types of trail shoes and treads. And yeah, if you want me to compare Vivo Barefoot's other types of treads, just let me know about that too. And thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Peace.